Hello guys, it's me Lay. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I've been so crazy busy. But I really wanted to get this video filmed and uploaded for a lot of you that has been asking me. You've been asking me on my Instagram ever since I posted this on my Instagram stories, and everyone's like, when are you gonna upload it? And when are you gonna share that journal? Okay, so this journal that I'm talking about is a journal that you can use Copic markers with, and it's not going to bleed on the other side or even on the back of the page. Okay, so this is the Archer and Olive. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So when you use a Copic marker in a regular journal, I use moleskin. I use this Archer and Olive, which is supposed to be really thick paper as well, but I use some Copic markers, and this is what happens in the back. So obviously, if you want a sketchbook, that you can actually use the front and the back of the pages, and also something that will not bleed through on this side. When I'm using Copic on regular journal pages, I usually put in a cardboard or another piece of paper just to protect the other side of the page. But of course, you're still going to have this on the back. This is that illustration that I colored with Copic markers. It is really cute. I love using Copic because I just love the blended look of the Copic markers. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of journals out there that you can use Copic markers with and will not bleed through. So when I discovered this journal, believe it, I was so happy and I was so excited. And of course, I wanted to try it first before I actually, I don't want to just receive a product, do an unboxing, and then make a review right away. No. So I've been using this journal and I've had it for a week now. And so this is what it's going to look like. So I tried it on the first page, of course. I have here Sketchbook, blah, blah, blah. And I just did some illustration. I usually use a Tombow Furenosuke pen and a mono drawing pen. So both from Tombow. And those will not bleed through with Copic, so you can use those. It will resist the alcohol marker. And so when I did this illustration, and I'm like, oh God, is it going to bleed through on the other side? Are you ready? I am. Nope, no bleed through whatsoever. And I did a pretty good amount of blending over here. Not very much because I was still first, very afraid that it might bleed through. So I'm still trying to be really careful. I didn't want to push the limit, but I did a couple of blendings. So we have a couple of layers in here of the marker, And so as you can see here, probably have 2 or 3 layers in here. And then here, so we did a little bit of blending over there, and then I was so happy when it did not bleed through. And then what I second testing was I used a dye ink. Okay, dye ink will sink in through the paper. The paper will absorb it. So most of the time in all my planners and journals, when I use dye ink, it bleeds through the other page or the other side of the page. And so with this one, there is no bleed through or anything at all. And then I stamp it with a dye ink, and then I colored it in with Copic markers. And then as you can see, I did some blending here, a couple of layers of the marker, but there is no bleed through. So exciting. Okay, so this one I said, okay, so we'll see, we'll test this out if it will really not bleed. As you can see here, this illustration, I blended like a crazy person. Well, this one I use colored pencil too, but I just wanted to get that darker shading over there. But guys, this is happiness for me. No bleed through. Nothing. Nada. Nah. And so even with this illustration that I did, there was no bleeding through on the other side. Let me tell you what, I was scared, even though I know this one didn't bleed through, but I'm like, okay, can I do another illustration here and will not bleed through on the other side? Because I was thinking maybe the paper soaked it in already, you know, the markers, maybe this time having both sides, it will not work, but nothing, zero, nothing. It did not bleed on the other side of the page. So that is happiness right there. And even right here, I was, look, blending, but nothing. Okay, but one thing I've noticed here that I will let you know right away. Okay, so I tried this one here. So these are Ecoline markers. These are like watercolor markers. So this particular journal is not good for anything watercolory. Don't use it with water, and it's just not good with watercolors. But this one is amazing for alcohol markers. If you're looking for a sketchbook that is great for alcohol markers, Prisma, Spectrum Noir, you know, and other brands which I'm not familiar with, but Copic is the one that I use a lot. I do have some Prisma and some Spectrum, but Copic is my go-to. So as you can see, this is the Copic marker. Sorry about that. That's the Copic, and it blends really well. It blends effortlessly, I should say, and it's perfect, you know, the way it blends. But look at the Ecoline, it doesn't blend too well. But like what I said, I wanted to try it so we can see it, and then I can, you know, tell you the things that I've noticed and things that I've discovered, what to avoid and things like that. So if you want to try it yourself as well, you know, maybe you have a lighter pressure, because I have really hard pressure when I'm drawing or when I'm coloring. Maybe it's just myself, but one thing that I've noticed is I couldn't get it to blend well. But if that's the look that you like also, that's beautiful as well, you know, having that overlay of colors. It's pretty too. Okay, so this one I use some Posca paint, which I am still playing with. I still don't know how to use it very well. You can't really blend the Posca paint because it's like acrylic paint. I believe that it's in a marker. Okay, I'm gonna try and research more on that before I talk about that, because I'm not really sure. But this is the Posca paint, and of course there's no bleed through or anything at all. So right now, I just want to try a few things with you so that you can see it with your very own eyes. So I have here a couple of colors. So we have the RV06 and RV09. So similar colors. I just want to show you guys what it's going to look like. So I'm going to lay this color down twice. Okay. And then I'll get the darker shade, and I'll just create some shading here. Okay. Then I'll go back with the lighter color. Go back in there and just, whoa. And like what I said, I have very heavy pressure when I am doing this. So you can tell there's a lot of layer in there. I'm still going. And then let it dry for a little bit because it looks so different when it's dry. It's crazy different. Pretty different. Okay, I'm just gonna fix this because my OCD is bugging me. All right, so that's just that. And then we're gonna try another color. So I'm gonna use two greens. So YG05 and YG17. All right, so let's draw a leaf first so that we can try it with. have that, I'm just going to lay down the first lighter color here. Of course, I went outside the line. I'm so bad. And then I'm going to go back in here. Just add the darker shade. Excuse me. I feel like I need a much darker green to have this blend really well. Just really go in there, and I'm just gonna go outside the line because I'm already outside the line. I'm so bad. Sometimes I love this look though. But there we have it. Okay, so we're just gonna flip through so you can see that there is no bleed through or anything here. That's heavy blending. Go back on the other side. Nope. Nothing. Zero. Zero. Anything. Nothing. Nothing. Ah! All right. So now it's the perfect time for the reveal. Now that you've seen it in action, now that you've seen samples of some illustrations, if you've actually seen it in your very own eyes, this is the journal, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Render Crescent Creative Products. So the Render Journal. All right. So this is made in the USA. It has 110 pound or 180 grams. GSM. Is that what it is? Grams? No, I don't think so. But 110 pounds. It has 48 sheets. Yes, I know it's not a lot, but the beauty of it is that you can use back, front and back of the paper. So you basically have 96 pages overall because you can use both sides. So this is amazing. I am so happy. I am so glad that I found it, and I'm so, of course, glad that I'll be able to share it with you. I will post a link down to where I found it. I got it from Amazon, and I am just so thrilled. It's not very expensive, but it's not a really cheap notebook as well. But if you are looking for something that you can use your Copic markers with and not have any issues with bleed through, this is it, guys. I mean, this is it. I've been looking for this journal, sketchbook, notebook, whatever you want to call it, for a very, very long time, and I am so glad I found it. I hope that I was helpful. I'm sorry if I blabber too much, but sometimes I get excited when there's something really exciting. But again, I will post a link down to my Amazon. It's an affiliate link. It's not going to cost you anything. It only means that I get a little incentive if you use my affiliate link. As always, I do appreciate you for hanging out with me today. I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye.